Focus on my surroundings more.
After this alligator incident, the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department tells us the swimming area here got shut down for the rest of the day. The state agency has removed nuisance alligators from this state park in the past and is evaluating if the same needs to be done.
Thanks to our Houston affiliate for that report. Wow, the priorities: save your life, out of the way alligators, and sell your Girl Scout cookies by product placement.
Gotta push that brand, yes. Coming up on the Today Show, a country icon is coming to Rockefeller Plaza. Tune in to see 8-time Grammy winner Carrie Underwood performing live. Rock out ahead of the release of her deluxe edition of Denim and Rhinestones. Thanks for watching Early Today. I'm Jessica Layton.
And I'm Frances Rivera. See ya for Friday.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
If you've been injured, Morgan & Morgan's fee is free. If you don't win your case, you pay nothing. It's easy. Just dial Pound Law or go to forthepeople.com to get started. I think I'm starting to get this.
From the movie Bros, Billy Eichner and Luke McFarlane. It was almost an entirely LGBTQ plus cast and crew.
It was very special. If you like comedy, you're going to like it, whether you're straight, gay, or no matter what you are.
Love is love and funny is funny. Plus, their co-stars are here. Next, Kelly. You do woodworking, right?
Yes, I do.
Did you make that?
He made that door. I don't know how to turn on my stove. Who makes the door?
Weekdays at 3 on WNKY NBC 40. Pictionary.
Jump rope. Jump rope.
Every weekday, Pictionary on NBC 40.
Happy Friday Eve. I'm News 40 meteorologist Darius Mack. We're your News 40 weather authority. I'm tracking a crisp, cool morning across the region. How long can we expect these cooler temperatures to last? I'll have that answer coming up in my full forecast. News 40 Sunrise starts right now.
Coming up on News 40 Sunrise. Updated COVID-19 vaccines will be available this week. We'll see what's different about them and when you can expect them to roll out. Plus, tech heads around the world were at Capitol Hill yesterday discussing the future of AI technology. We'll see where their conversations ended up and what this means for advancing technology. Then, we'll discover the history of the George Washington Carver Center in today's edition of Throwback Thursday. News 40 Sunrise starts right now. Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, September 14th. I'm Ashley Wilson. Thank you for joining us here on News 40 Sunrise. We start with our top stories this morning. One southeastern Kentucky family continues to grieve the loss of their 2-year-old after the child was shot in the head by another toddler. The Whitley County Sheriff's Office says a 3-year-old also in the home got a hold of a gun after climbing on top of a kitchen counter and locating the gun on top of their fridge. Local officials say this terrible incident is a stark reminder to all parents to keep guns and other weapons out of reach and locked away. Even a child as young as 2 or 3 has enough curiosity and strength to pick up a gun and pull the trigger.
It's little humans and they want to explore and they want to find things. And so I think just putting a gun in a safe location out of reach from a toddler, out of reach from a child, and again, just to reemphasize, practicing that gun safety, talking, having the conversations so that there's no question. If a child does see a gun, they know what it is and they know what not to do.
Hargett says it's not enough to put the gun out of reach. He says to lock the gun in a safe, secure place away from all children.
It's a good reminder for all of us to store our guns safely, securely in our homes, in our vehicles, wherever they are. And to also practice gun safety with children. If you have a gun, if you own a gun, I think it's never too early to start talking about gun safety. And the main practice is just to limit their accessibility to the gun.
Keeping firearms in a place where they can't be seen or accessed without a key or code, like a gun safe, is always recommended for a location. We turn back home where a recent Veterans Appreciation Cookout turned out to be more than just a barbecue. The Veterans Association Clinic honored many veterans and their families for their service and the countless sacrifices made for the people of this country. It brought the community together while taking the time to show appreciation for the ones who are still with us and the ones we lost too soon.
It's a matter of we earned it. All of our veterans earned everything that we get, and
and received, and we're very appreciative of that. Just for all the POWs and MIAs who can't be with us, they're not forgotten.
There are many ways for you to support veterans, and if you want to know more about what our local VA chapter does, you can visit their website at kyveteransbrigade.org. And teachers across the Commonwealth were also recognized Wednesday. The Kentucky Department of Education celebrated its 2024 Teachers of the Year. Honors were given to Kevin Daly, a middle school teacher from Boone County, Donnie Wilkerson, an elementary school teacher in Russell County, and the high school teacher of the year is Kumar Rashad, who teaches math and history at Breckenridge Metropolitan High School in Louisville. The majority of his students at Breckenridge are at-risk youth. Rashad says he hopes he can continue to serve as a role model for these kids he teaches every day.
With a population like mine, we're just not teaching them just to go on to that next level. We're teaching them in order to be able to stay alive the next day, in order to be productive citizens the next day. So it's really important because we're doing a lot of life-saving in our classes.
Rashad says he's grateful for his family, especially his wife and mother, who drove down from Cleveland to see him receive his honors. That was a look at your top stories. Now let's bring in meteorologist Darius Mack for a check of our forecast. Darius, how's it going up there on this Thursday?
It is feeling a little crisp, a little cool out there. May need to actually bundle up and grab the jacket as you're heading off to work or school this morning, but it is pretty nice out there. It's a nice fall, refreshing feel out there. We take a live look at Bowling Green Ballpark this morning. Mainly clear skies out there. That's going to be the case today. We'll have a few clouds that will be mixed in, but check out the temperature spread. We got those numbers into the 40s and 50s right now. 49 in Glasgow, as well as into Woodbury. 52 here in Bowling Green, and in Franklin it's 50 degrees in Russellville. And those winds are on the calm side. Some areas of mist, some fog out there possible in some areas. Radar pretty dry and quiet for the most part. Area of high pressure working to serve up that sunshine our way as we plan things out over the next 12 hours. Temperatures near 80 this afternoon. Weather on the 4th is brought to you by Deborah Bros, attorneys at law.
WNKY News 40, broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green.
Daniel Cameron says it's
one of the first things I will do as governor.
Bringing back former Governor Matt Bevin's ruthless Medicaid plan, threatening to take away coverage from over 95,000 Kentuckians, punishing working parents, putting rural hospitals in danger of shutting down.
This sounds very similar to something that Governor Matt Bevin tried.
Well, absolutely.
Denying people coverage, devastating rural health care.
Something that Governor Matt Bevin tried.
Well, absolutely.
Cameron's absolutely wrong for Kentucky.
September 22nd to the 24th, the second annual Sky Arts Film Festival is taking place at the historic Capitol Theater, featuring films made locally and around the world. Purchase passes online at www.skyartsfilmfestival.com.
Flu shots at CVS are pretty flex. Schedule one for you or the whole crew. Plus, they're free. Really? Healthier is getting a flu shot on your schedule. CVS. Healthier happens together.
Stressed out? Time to refresh your rhythm with Trident. Trident Gum, the fresh chew to refresh your rhythm.
People are irrational, but predictably so. Which is why the FBI calls to me.
Who do you think you are, James Bond?
Take out, throw my back out.
The Irrational, September 25th on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
We find missing people who have slipped through the cracks, and we bring them home. I will do anything to bring people home. New case.
We make quite the partnership, don't we? Found, October 3rd on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
The Queen of Country takes her throne.
Team Reba.
The Voice this fall.
Welcome back to News 40 Sunrise. It's just about 8 minutes past the hour, and now time for Living Well, brought to you by Spring Hill Pharmacy. Updated COVID-19 vaccines will be available this week, according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The agency recommended the updated shots for the public yesterday, which means they'll be covered by public and private insurance plans. In today's Health Minute, News 40's Morgan Hoover has more on how this vaccine is different and what you need to know about it.
Across the U.S., COVID-19 continues to spread, and now there's a new weapon to help fight it, an updated vaccine.
Part of the reason, they wanted to get this out there is because while the numbers are still low, thankfully, they are going to go up. They always go up as the weather gets cooler and drier.
COVID hospitalizations rose about 9% compared to the week prior, but are lower than last winter's peak. Still, there's no clear picture of how many cases are out there since fewer people are testing, but officials are seeing the virus in wastewater.
It's gone up significantly, so that's usually sort of a early warning system, if you will, in terms of how much COVID is out there.
To help lower the risk of severe illness, hospitalization, or death, the CDC is now urging everyone 6 months and older who hasn't gotten a COVID-19 vaccine in the last 2 months to get the updated vaccine. CDC advisors say those ages 5 and older should get at least 1 dose. Children 6 months to 4 years who may be getting their first COVID vaccine should get 2 doses of Moderna or 3 doses of Pfizer, with at least 1 being an updated shot. The CDC says those who are immunocompromised should be up to date with at least 3 doses of a COVID-19 vaccine, with at least 1 dose being the updated vaccine. The new shot is updated to fend off the currently circulating viruses that cause COVID-19 by teaching the immune system to recognize spike proteins of the XBB 1.5 viruses now circulating. For WNKY News 40, I'm Morgan Hoover.
A person's sense of purpose declines leading up to and following a diagnosis of dementia or cognitive decline. That conclusion comes from a new study published in the journal JAMA Network Open. Study researchers say that a sense of purpose and direction is an important factor in good health for adults. Previous studies found that those with more purpose in life are less likely to develop Alzheimer's disease and other types of dementia. Data from more than 30,000 people across 2 studies over the last couple of decades was analyzed. Some signs of decline in feeling of purpose were seen in the years leading up to cognitive impairment. Coming up next on News 40 Sunrise, artificial intelligence is already playing a large role in our lives. We'll see what tech leaders and Senate members are doing to make sure we are also kept safe from it.
Plus, I'm tracking temperature changes. It's a brisk, cool morning across south central Kentucky. How long will those conditions last? I'll have that answer coming up in my full forecast.
Every Tuesday evening, now through October, from 5 to dusk, come join us and go cruising for a cure. Rev up for fun, fellowship, and cool cars. Cruise on in behind Brewster's Real Ice Cream on Scottsville Road in the Southern Lanes parking lot. We're raising money for the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, the Alzheimer's Association, and Hospice of Southern Kentucky. Join us now for Cruisin' for a Cure. Presented by J.C. Kirby & Son Funeral Chapels.
Dog Stay Out is South Central Kentucky's 5-paw rated dog resort. Whether for the day or a whole vacation, Dog Stay Out will keep your pets safe and loved. Dog Stay Out offers boarding, daycare, agility courses, positive reinforcement training, grooming, and more. With multiple packages to choose from, pamper your pup any way you see fit. Find out more at dgokY.com. Your dog's home away from home. Dog Stay Out.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
At Spring Hill Pharmacy, we constantly see people coming in trying to pack mom and dad's pill boxes every month. This can be time consuming, and a lot of times people realize the medications are not being taken correctly. Wouldn't it be nice to have a pharmacy that actually packages the medication for them to eliminate the confusion? That's what we want to accomplish here at Spring Hill Pharmacy. Spring Hill Pharmacy, where helping people is what we do. Visit us on Russellville Road in Bowling Green.
If you've been hurt in a wreck, we want to help.
By getting you as much money as we can, as quickly as we can.
By getting to know you and keeping you informed every step of the way.
And by dealing with the insurance companies and the paperwork and all of the other hassles that just add to your worries.
Call Crocker Law Firm.
It doesn't cost anything to see if we can help.
If you've been injured in a wreck, before you talk to an insurance company, call Crocker Law Firm.
We know you're going through a lot. Reaching out for help should be painless.
Tech leaders from around the world descended on Capitol Hill to speak with lawmakers about artificial intelligence. During the closed-door meeting, they talked about innovation and guardrails for the powerful technology. Bree Jackson has the details.
From the cars Americans drive to social media, artificial intelligence is increasingly becoming a part of everyday life.
AI is not going away. It's going to be here for a long, long time. The challenge that we have is, will we try to catch up?
Some of the biggest names in technology were on Capitol Hill for a closed-door meeting with senators. They discussed the importance of AI, including its applications in healthcare. Tesla CEO Elon Musk also issuing a warning.
I think the consequences of AI going wrong are severe. So we have to be proactive rather than reactive.
Senators raised concerns about election interference and deep fakes while expressing optimism about the future.
It is such an amazing potential, but also such an amazing challenge that it is really our obligation to do everything we can to come up with legislation that will make the world with AI a better place than it is today.
Some tech titans and lawmakers agree regulation is needed.
We want to encourage the technology and the growth here in the United States, and we need to protect against the challenges it presents.
I think the probability of there being some sort of AI regulatory agency that stands on its own, similar to the FAA or FCC, is likely at some point.
Encouraging innovation while also examining ways to protect society from the potential dangers of this emerging technology.
It's time now for a first full check of your forecast, brought to you by Deborah Bros Attorneys at Law. It's a crisp, cool, or chilly morning, however you want to describe it. Definitely want to grab the jacket as you're heading off to work or school this morning. It's pretty dry and quiet out there as we take a look at radar. It's a clean sweep across the area. As far as those temperatures go, we got those numbers into the upper 40s and right around 50 degrees. The skies are mostly clear out there. We got those thin wispy clouds overhead there towards Butler County. And at the WKU farm this morning, right now it's 50 degrees there. As far as those temperatures go across the region, as we take a little temperature towards 49 degrees in Glasgow, 49 in Gamelia, 48 there in Morgantown, 49 in Hardinsburg, 50 there into Ohio County. Towards the west, you're running into the low 50s out there. And with those dew points also in the 40s, it just feels really refreshing out there. It feels cool or crisp. It's just a nice crisp feel out there. And as far as muggy map is concerned, we're tracking no muggy air out there. In fact, as we go over the next few days, I'm not expecting any muggy conditions. In fact, it's going to feel pretty nice. As far as things go, the reason behind the cooler, chilly temperatures that I'm tracking is this Canadian ridge of high pressure. So it's actually serving up those winds from the north and east. And so it's giving us that cooler brand of air. Meanwhile, towards the south, we got a system there, a little bit of some unsettled weather there towards Texas, towards the Panhandle, through Oklahoma, Arkansas, even into Mississippi and Alabama. May notice a band of clouds that will move through our skies today, but otherwise it should be pretty dry for the most part. We should expect plentiful sunshine. As we go throughout the day today, 75 degrees by mid to late morning. As we go through your afternoon time frame, we're going to be right around 80 degrees. It's going to be a fantastic afternoon with sunshine, pretty comfortable. And then it's going to be another chilly morning as we go by late tonight and early into your Friday morning. The last time we saw temperatures this cool for morning time temperatures, I think, was back around May 5th. So it's been a good minute. So we're not used to these cooler, chilly temperatures in the morning. 80 degrees as we go for your Friday afternoon time frame. You're going to notice some clouds increasing from the south and east. It's going to be a disturbance that will be bringing us maybe a stray shower chance for parts of your weekend. Looks like Saturday we could be seeing a few spotty showers as a possibility. It's not going to amount to much, and we're not expecting a total washout as we go through the day for your Saturday. In fact, as we go for the next several days, things should remain quite dry for us, and also running on the cooler side of things. Temperatures right around 80 degrees for those daytime highs. It looks like Saturday and Sunday. Those are the 2 days out of the next 7 where I am at least looking at some slight rain chances, and I am talking about slight rain chances there. Temperatures staying into the upper 70s to lower 80s for those daily highs. Overnight lows right around 50 for the next couple of nights, and then middle 50s by Sunday morning. morning. We're back with more News 40 Sunrise after this commercial break.
Grab some lunch and make an impact. Join WNKY News 40 for Food Truck Fridays every week at Tidball's parking lot. This week features Soul of Kentucky to benefit the Alzheimer's Association. See the full lineup at WNKY.com. The 2023 Hot Rod Ultra is back Saturday, September 23rd at the Bowling Green Ballpark, featuring special guest Chad Wright. For more info on the event and our pre-race kickoff, visit HotRodUltra.com.
We're all born with the good in us. We're all in need of love. Dreams get torn, but we stand up, making a change that is calling us. Beautiful world, beautiful people, boys and girls, we're all made equal. So clap your hands, get up and dance. Beautiful world, beautiful people.
When someone's injured at a place of business or in a public space, that shouldn't happen. Slip and falls, falling objects, a drowning, crimes like assault, rape, and even murder. We've handled them all, and we have a team of lawyers that handle only these cases. But here's the thing, don't wait. Evidence and witnesses disappear. Time matters, size matters. Let America's largest injury firm go to work for you. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Have big dreams for your space? When looking for home decor ideas, you want BG Home Furnishings.
BG Home Furnishings designers are here to bring your dream home to life with one-on-one design help. Personalized advice from the best has never been this easy, accessible, and valuable. The BG at Home team handpicks from over 100 brands to create a selection of furniture and home decor that is tailored to your style.
Call us today to set up your free in-home design consultation.
The competition is on. This is nerve-wracking. Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy?
Weeknights at 6 on NBC 40.
Consumer prices increased for the second month in a row, driven by rising gas prices. The inflation rate was up 3.7% compared to a year ago in August and 0.6% higher than the month before. Gas prices per gallon hit an average of $3.84 last month, a 24-cent increase over July, according to Morgan Stanley. There was one bright point. Food prices appear to be easing at the grocery store. More than 140,000 auto workers could walk off the job if the United Auto Workers Union and the big three U.S. automakers don't reach a deal by late tonight. So far, union negotiators have rejected offers from Ford, GM, and Stellantis while demanding a 46% pay increase and other benefits. A potential auto workers strike that lasts 2 weeks could drive up the cost of a new car by 2%, according to J.D. Power. This comes as the Detroit Auto Show kicked off this week. Among the vehicles featured are a flying car created by an Israeli company, which visitors can take a virtual ride in, and Ford's new F-150. The truck features a new grille design and a tailgate that opens flat or swings sideways for easier cargo loading. The new F-150 will go on sale sometime next year with a starting price at just over $35,000. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
New government data shows the inflation rate continues to climb, even though some consumer goods are dropping in price. Haley Ott takes us inside the numbers.
Gas prices surged in August and continue to climb upward. AAA says the national average for a gallon of regular unleaded is up 14 cents since last year.
Originally, I was going to put 20 in, and then I saw that, and then I was like, yeah, I'm only going to put 10 in.
Gas and oil prices were a big reason why overall inflation rose 3.7% in August, a jump from July and June. However, when you strip away energy costs, the latest report shows prices for many items we buy are easing, what's measured as core inflation.
The core rate has come down, and we saw it go down from 4.7% annually to 4.3% annually. So that's been a good improvement.
One place that Americans are also seeing improvement is at the grocery store.
Prices are rising at just 3%, and some items are actually dropping. Milk is down 3.5% from a year ago, bacon has dropped more than 6%, and eggs have plummeted 18%. Since March of last year, the Federal Reserve's been raising interest rates to bring inflation down. The board meets again next week and is expected to hit the pause button.
It is unlikely that the Fed's going to raise interest rates next week, the reason being that they are seeing inflation come down at that core level, and they probably can wait until the following meeting to determine whether or not to raise rates again.
Inflation is expected to drop further in the coming months. The Fed's goal is for it to return to just 2%.
Time for a quick check of your forecast, brought to you by Deborah Rose, attorneys at law. Today's forecast features Lennon, and Lennon says today isn't a limit. In fact, it's a fantastic day with lots of sunshine in store. Temperatures starting off into the 50s this morning and upper 40s with lots of sunshine. And here's the temperature spread right now. It's 48 degrees in Woodbury, 52 in Scottsville. It's 50 degrees there in Glasgow. We have those calm winds out there this morning, and radar pretty dry and quiet, although there could be some areas of mist and fog this morning as well. Area of high pressure, Canadian ridge of high pressure that is working to serve up the sunshine our way in the drier air. So it's going to stay pretty nice as we go throughout the day today. The AM drive, 53 degrees, 78 for the lunch run, around 80 for the PM drive with lots of sunshine in store. Maybe a few clouds mixed in this morning, but otherwise it's a pretty fantastic day on tap for us. Now stay tuned. We got more of News 40 Sunrise. That continues after this.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Flu shots at CVS are pretty flex. Schedule one for you or the whole crew. Plus, they're free.
Really?
Healthier is getting a flu shot on your schedule. CVS, healthier happens together.
Stressed out? Time to refresh your rhythm with Trident. Trident Gum, the fresh chew to refresh your rhythm.
If you've been hurt in a wreck, we want to help.
By getting you as much money as we can, as quickly as we can.
If you've been injured in a wreck, before you talk to an insurance company, call Crocker Law Firm.
Call Crocker Law Firm.
It doesn't cost anything to see if we can help.
Just rockin' and rollin', baby.
Come back tomorrow.
We got you all fixed up. Got it all fixed up for you, ma'am.
Let there be light, ma'am.
Looks like she finally called JB.
Welcome to the country. WNKY News 40 is always on. Visit WNKY.com for your latest in local news, sports, and weather.
It's Thursday, and you're watching News 40 Sunrise. I'm News 40 meteorologist Darius Mack, tracking a chilly, cool, crisp, fall-like morning across south central Kentucky. How long can we expect these fall, crisp, cool mornings? I'll have that answer coming up in my full forecast. The time is 6:27. It's time to get you caught up with top stories.
Welcome back to News 40 Sunrise. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Ashley Wilson. Let's continue with our top stories. One southeastern Kentucky family continues to grieve the loss of their 2-year-old after the child was shot in the head by another toddler. The Whitley County Sheriff's Office says the 3-year-old, also in the home, got a hold of a gun after climbing on top of the kitchen counter and locating the gun on top of their fridge. And local officials say this terrible incident is a stark reminder to all parents to keep guns and other weapons out of reach and locked away. Even a child as young as 2 or 3 has enough curiosity and strength to pick up a gun and pull a trigger.
They're very curious,
little humans and they want to explore and they want to find things. And so I think just putting a gun in a safe location, out of reach from a toddler, out of reach from a child, and again, just to reemphasize, practicing that gun safety, talking, having the conversations so that there's no question. If a child does see a gun, they know what it is and they know what not to do.
Hargett says it's not enough to put the gun out of reach. He says to lock the gun in a safe, secure place away from all children.
It's a good reminder for all of us to store our guns safely, securely in our homes, in our vehicles, wherever they are, and to also practice gun safety with children. If you have a gun, if you own a gun, I think it's never too early to start talking about gun safety. And the main practice is just to limit their accessibility to the gun.
Keeping firearms in a place where they can't be seen or accessed without a key or code, like a gun safe, is always a recommended location. We turn back home where a recent Veterans Appreciation Cookout turned out to be more than just a barbecue. The Veterans Association Clinic honored many veterans and their families in their service for the countless sacrifices made for the people of this country. It brought the community together while taking the time to show appreciation for the ones who are still with us and the ones we lost too soon.
It's a matter of we earned it. All of our veterans earned everything that we get and receive, and we're very appreciative of that. Just for all the POWs and NIAs who can't be with us, they're not forgotten.
There are many ways for you to support veterans, and if you want to know more about what our local VA chapter does, you can visit their website at kyveteransbrigade.org. And teachers across the Commonwealth were also recognized Wednesday. The Kentucky Department of Education celebrated its 2024 Teachers of the Year. Honors were given to Kevin Daly, a middle school teacher from Boone County, Donnie Wilkerson, an elementary school teacher in Russell County, and the high school teacher of the year is Kumar Rashad, who teaches math and history at Breckenridge Metropolitan High School in Louisville. The majority of his students at Breckenridge are at-risk youth. Rashad says he hopes he can continue to serve as a role model for the kids he teaches every day.
With a population like mine, we're just not teaching them just to go on to that next level. We're teaching them in order to be able to stay alive the next day, in order to be productive citizens the next day. So it's really important because we're doing a lot of life-saving in our classes.
Rashad says he's grateful for his family, especially his wife and mother, who drove down from Cleveland to see him receive his honors. That was another look at your top stories. Now it's time to see who needs a forever home in today's Pet of the Day.
I'm reporter Carlisle Coppins, and it's now time for your Pet of the Day, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. I'm here with Magnum and Brutus, and they are brothers. They're both 3 years old, and they're extremely bonded. They literally love each other, so they must be adopted together. But they are the most energetic, the sweetest, loving dogs ever. Their adoption fee is only $50, so come down to the Bowling Green, Warren County Humane Society to adopt them today.
Magda and Brutus.
Yeah. Oh, they are such sweet pups together.
So adorable.
And of course, must be adopted together, yes, a bonded pair.
So
we say that like we're a bonded pair.
They go together. So be sure to stop by today at the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society and help Brutus and Magda find their new forever home to go to. Well, coming up after the break, I'm going to help you plan out your day the News 40 way. Don't go anywhere.
WNKY News 40 is always on. Visit WNKY.com for your latest in local news, sports, and weather.
Enjoy a great lunch with a different food truck every week and help support our local charities.
Join us for Food Truck Fridays at the Tidballs parking lot on Chestnut Street. Part of your lunch purchase will be donated to a local nonprofit by Flora Templeton Stewart and our food trucks.
Food Truck Friday has collected over $10,000, making a difference in our community.
Brought to you by the law firm of Flora Templeton Stewart.
When you come in and open an account with us, you can choose to have a shelter pet card. Whenever you use that card and swipe it as a credit transaction, it triggers a donation back to the animal shelters.
They're able to help the shelter in such an easy way.
It's a way to help remotely, and you know that your money is going to be used well.
It really means a lot to be a local bank now. We just try to give back in any way we can.
The nursing home was supposed to keep your loved ones safe, no exceptions. Even in extreme circumstances, the basic standards must be met, no excuses. Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. The safety of your loved one is all that matters.
You never know who you're helping by sharing your story.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, Season 2, September 18th. Weekdays at 2 on NBC 40. Pictionary.
Jump rope.
Jump rope is correct. 1, 2, 3. Every weekday. Pictionary on NBC 40.
Weather on the floor is brought to you by Deborah Bros Attorneys at Law to get you out the door this morning. And when you step outside, you may need that jacket because it is a little brisk or chilly out there with temperatures running anywhere into the upper 40s to right around 50 degrees. We take a live look at Bowling Green Ballpark. Got some clouds that are out there, but otherwise should be mostly sunny as we go throughout the day today. Temperatures generally into the upper 40s to right around 50 degrees. It's 52 in Scottsville, 52 in Franklin. Woodbury right now at 49 degrees. And here are those winds flowing in from the north and east. There are generally light and calm winds out there this morning. Radar pretty dry and quiet, and that's all associated with an area of high pressure. As we plan out your day, the News 40 way temperatures right around 80 degrees this afternoon. Your full forecast coming up the next little bit, but for now, I'll send it over to Ashley.
Thank you, Darius. It's time now for your Thursday edition of Sunrise Spotlight. And joining me this morning is Derek Gregory with Christian Family Radio, here to talk all about the upcoming Finish Line Fest. Derek, good morning.
Good morning, Ashley.
It's nice to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
In front of the camera, not just behind the microphone.
I know, you got to look pretty on TV.
Right, you got to wake up and be camera ready. But you are here to share with us all about Finish Line Fest. Tell us what this is.
Yeah, so this is tomorrow night at the NCM Motorsports Park Kartplex. Christian Family Radio partnering with the Kartplex there for just a fun festival atmosphere for families. So there's a lot of free activities that we got planned, like bounce house. We've got life-size Jenga that you can play, cornhole, face painting, all of that. And then you can come out and ride the go-karts. That does cost $20 to ride the 30-mile-per-hour like go-karts. I've driven them a little bit.
That's awesome.
And those things are super fast.
I haven't done it yet, but that's like, sign me up. I need to check it out.
Yeah, so come on out. It's 4 to 7 tomorrow night, and a portion of the go-kart fee goes back to support CFR, as we're a nonprofit radio station. So this is our fall fundraising week. So we thought we'd cap it off on Friday evening with kind of a big party at the NCM Motorsports Park.
That's such a wonderful way to, one, raise money for a great organization, CFR, Christian Family Radio, obviously doing so many great things for the community, because you do. You're not just a radio station. You just don't just broadcast good music.
Right.
You do a lot for the community.
Yeah, I mean, every year it Socks for Seniors and the holidays, giving back to our seniors is one of our big things. And so this is our way of, getting outside the walls of the studio and being with our listeners and being with the community and just having a lot of fun celebrating.
And what better way than, of course, Darius is all telling us about this fall weather that's approaching. So, and we actually were talking yesterday how nice it is to get out and about, especially this time of year, because, school has started, the summer has slowed down, but it's a nice way to get together, be with your family, but do something for a great organization.
Absolutely. We're getting close to fall break. I know that the students are probably, come on, bring it on. Well, here's kind of a little bit of a few hours that kind of feels like a break from the school year.
Absolutely. Well, once more before we go, give us the details on when and where and how we can get more information.
Absolutely. 4 to 7 tomorrow night, NCM Motorsports Park Kartplex. Free activities for you and the family. It's $20 to ride the go-karts. All the information on our website at ChristianFamilyRadio.com.
Awesome. Well, Derek, as always, thank you for being here and sharing with us today.
Thank you.
All right. That was another look at this morning's Sunrise Spotlight. When we return, the MAC is back with a full look at this morning's forecast. Stay with us.
Kick it back to the 80s at this year's Lip Sync Battle, benefiting Megan's Mobile Grocery. Get your tickets today at lipsyncbattlebg.com. Join us September 21st at Soki Marketplace, presented by Service One Prosper Foundation.
I made it to college football as a walk-on. None of the scholarship, but all the hard work. It wasn't glamorous, but it taught me to leave it all on the field. And that's exactly what I'll do as governor. Andy Beshear has failed us. He locked our schools and unlocked our jails. We can do better. I'm Daniel Cameron, I'm leaving it all on the field so the next generation inherits a quality education system, safer communities, and more prosperous families. Join me, and let's go win this thing.
At Horizon Pace, I have one doctor, not 4 or 5. And if I need to talk to that doctor and he's not with another patient, he'll come and talk to me. Everything's going real good. I come off of about 19 pills down to 7 now, and I love it. I wouldn't do without it right now.
Horizon Pace is the face of your healthcare. Contact us for more information.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
The Barren River District Health Department is the place to go for your essential healthcare needs. Barren River Health offers immunizations, STD, pregnancy, and lead testing, as well as WIC benefits, tuberculosis care, and more. Clinic locations are available in Barren, Butler, Edmondson, Hart, Logan, Metcalfe, Simpson, and Warren counties. Call to schedule an appointment today.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services. Have you or anyone you know used a drug named Ozempic or Wegovy to treat diabetes or help aid in weight loss? These drugs have been linked to severe side effects such as stomach paralysis, persistent vomiting, and constant nausea. Do you or anyone you know have any severe side effects after taking one of these drugs? If so, do not delay. You may be entitled to compensation. Visit forthepeople.com or call the number on your screen now. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Do not stop taking a prescribed medication without first consulting a physician.
Welcome to the country.
The time is 6:40. Another full check of your forecast here on News 40 Sunrise. Brought to you by Deborah Bros, attorneys at law. We take a look at radar. It's pretty dry and quiet out there for the most part. Could be some areas of mist and some fog in some locations with those temperatures. Also on the chilly side, those dew points also running close to the air temperature. But we take a look at the weather views across the area. Got those thin wispy clouds overhead there towards Butler County. It's 49 degrees at the Woodbury thermometer. And the WKU farm, just a beautiful start to the morning, and temperatures running generally right around 50 degrees. I think the last time we saw temperatures this cool for morning time temperature was back around May 5th. So it's been a while. So you may need that jacket as you're heading out and about to work or school this morning. Let's take that temperature tour across the region. Glasgow at 50 degrees. It's 48 degrees there into Monroe County. To the north, you're also seeing numbers generally into the upper 40s. It's 47 in Litchfield this morning, 50 degrees there in Ohio County. To the west, also running into some low 50s out there. Here are those dew points, and the spread 40s. Right around 50 degrees is what it is where the current dew points are right now. And this is very refreshing. I mean, it is kind of a bare, crisp feel out there when you're stepping outside, not tracking any mugginess today and really over the next stretch of days. I'm not really expecting much in the way of the humidity as things go for us. Area of high pressure. It's a Canadian ridge of high pressure that's serving up sunshine our way, but also ushering in the cooler, chilly temperatures as we got those winds flowing in from the north and east. Meanwhile, towards our south, we have some unsettled weather, especially towards the Texas Panhandle and also through Oklahoma, portions of Arkansas, and you got bands of clouds that are working its way across portions of central Tennessee. We may have a few bands of clouds moving through this morning, but otherwise it should be mostly sunny as we go throughout the day today. A pretty fantastic day. If you have any yard work or any outdoor errands to take care of, it's just a great week for that. If you have any outdoor plans, it is a fantastic week. Temperatures right around 80 degrees this afternoon. As we go early into your Friday, it's going to be another crisp, cool morning with temperatures into the upper 40s and low 50s. So we're at that time of year where we're wearing the long sleeves in the morning and then breaking out the shorts in the afternoon. Got some clouds that will start to increase late into your Friday and parts of your Saturday. This is going to be a system that may bring us a few shower chances. It's very slight chances that I'm tracking as we go in store for your Saturday and even parts of your Sunday. Not expecting a total washout. Temperatures by Saturday morning somewhere right around the 50s and 60s. That's because we do have those clouds, so we'll kind of insulate that daytime heating for us and kind of act as a blanket. So it'll run just a little milder for us as far as those morning time temperatures go. Here's your 7-day forecast. By the way, you can scan to plan your day by scanning that QR code at the top right-hand corner of your screen. You can always find the forecast available on WNKY.com. Clouds on the increase on Saturday. You got those stray shower chances around, and even for parts of the day on your Sunday. Otherwise, it's mostly dry as we go over the next stretch of days, with highs ranging anywhere into the upper 70s and low 80s and lows into the low and middle 50s. That's your 7-day forecast. Now it's time to wish our friends happy birthday in today's Soki's Birthday Club.
The City of Glasgow is excited to present Entertain Glasgow's Groove and Glow. Saturday, September 16th at 4 p.m. at the Glasgow Municipal Airport. Enjoy food, live music, and a firework finale. Visit entertainglasgow.com for more info.
At Chandler Park Dental Care, we offer the services your entire family needs to achieve their best smile. From children to seniors and everyone in between, we strive to deliver the quality care for your family's healthiest smiles.
We want you to leave us feeling cared for, confident in your smile,
and in better health than when you arrived.
Call today to schedule an appointment and experience the comprehensive and trusted care you deserve.
Brewster's Real Ice Cream. Fresh flavors. Fresh desserts. Fresh fun. Brewster's. Fresh from farm to cone.
I'm Ashley Wilson. Join me for Living Well on News 40 Sunrise. Every morning, we'll bring you the latest health and wellness trends to keep you informed and help you live your best life.
Living Well, brought to you by Spring Hill Pharmacy.
Let me be direct. You're watching football wrong. What do you call a guy in face paint that can't get the game? A clown.
Sorry, what was it again? No, just give me a second.
Amateurs.
Sorry, everybody.
DirecTV Sports Central gives you access to every game. So you never have to compromise on game day.
Was that necessary?
I was just illustrating a point.
Access NFL Sunday Ticket on us. Get a $400 reward card.
Okay.
Football Frenzy's back in South Central Kentucky. WNKY News 40 is your home for high school football. The most schools, the most highlights, the most coverage. Catch Football Frenzy Friday nights at 10 on WNKY News 40.
Pictionary.
Jump rope.
Jump rope is correct. 1, 2, 3.
Every weekday. Pictionary on NBC 40.
Welcome into sports. WKU basketball released their non-conference slate for the upcoming season. The team will open their season hosting Kentucky Wesleyan on November 6th. WKU will then travel to Wichita State and Murray State for a home matchup with Kentucky State. The Tops are also set for an in-state rivalry showdown with Eastern Kentucky here in Diddle Arena on December 3rd. WKU will then close their non-conference slate with Buffalo, Wright State, and Abilene Christian. Well, staying on the hill, Lady Topper golfer Katie Craig was named Conference USA Co-Golfer of the Week. Craig was given this award after winning the Jennifer Duke Invitational at Cincinnati earlier this week. Craig finished the dominant performance at Cincinnati with a 4 under 66 final round. This is now the second time she has earned Golfer of the Week. Well, the WKU football team is gearing up for a massive Week 3 matchup this upcoming weekend. The Tops are set to visit Columbus, Ohio for a showdown with the 6th-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. Both teams are currently 2-0 on the season with two high-powered offenses. Here are offensive coordinator Drew Hollingshead's thoughts on Saturday.
I feel confident in our guys going up there and being well prepared and hungry to get the football. So we'll be prepared, and I know they will be too. But that's going to be a key in the game is being able to, make some plays in the intermediate game. But we got to hit our shots when they give it to us. So the credit to them, they've recruited well and they're well coached. But we're going to be prepared and ready to go.
Let's look at sports, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, Patrick. Well, 'tis the season to toss the pigskin around, but it also marks a first for the city of Glasgow and Barron County as they find themselves teaming up before their rival game on Friday night. News 40's Michael Ridgway brings us a look at this inaugural event.
It's football season, and in Glasgow, a friendly gathering of foes takes place on the square.
Tonight is the Barron County Glasgow Spirit Festival. It's our first opportunity to be able to offer this. This is my first year as Barron County Judge Executive, and I want to continue to offer positive environments for our students and kids to come to, and families.
Barron County is a tight-knit community, so it's no surprise there was a good turnout.
This is kind of bringing everybody together and making it fun for both schools and really getting the game excited because we haven't had the game for a few years, so it's coming back. This is it. So everybody's excited because we haven't played in a while.
If you notice on the square, you'll see a lot of painted windows.
The Pep Club came up here and decorated around the square. They painted, and the Glasgow school system came up here and they did some too. So that's more excitement bringing to the community. People just driving around, they're saying there's a big game on Friday.
With the mechanical bull and dunk tank out, Judge Executive Byrd thinks it's been pretty successful.
But it's not just about the football game. It's just about all Barron County Glasgow sports and kids and kind of an opportunity to recognize them. We did some trivia tonight, so some kids got some free giveaways and just getting the cheerleaders and, playing the fight song and look at all these families just being able to kind of hang out in the downtown area and support our local businesses. And honestly, it was just about, like I said, providing a positive, safe environment for our family and kids.
In Glasgow, because local football matters, Michael Ridgway, WNKY News 40.
Still to come, we'll honor the legacy of the George Washington Carver Center in Bowling Green in this week's Throwback Thursday. Plus, meteorologist Darius Mack will have another check of your forecast. Don't go anywhere.
The Kentucky Museum at WKU is your museum, a place where Kentuckians come to know Kentucky. With free admission, the Kentucky Museum strives to inspire, elevate, and transform. Discover contemporary art, explore folk traditions, and learn about Kentucky's vast history. Get to know the Kentucky Museum Wednesday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. For more information, visit wku.edu/Kentucky Museum. Special thanks to Abound Credit Union for its promotional support.
Injured in a car or truck accident? Let Flora Templeton Stewart Accident Injury Lawyers fight the system for you. Get the results you deserve. What does it mean when Flora Templeton Stewart says fight the system? We fight for you against big insurance. You get personal representation with top attorneys. You pay only if you win. So if you're injured, let Flora Templeton Stewart fight the system for you.
WNKY News 40 loves celebrating our viewers. That's why we bring you Soki's Birthday Club. Joining the club is free and simple. Visit WNKY.com/birthday, fill out the form, and click submit. That's it. Your name will appear on News 40 Sunrise and News 40 at noon on your birthday, and you'll be entered to win a special birthday surprise. WNKY News 40 loves celebrating you because local matters. Soki's Birthday Club is brought to you by these great sponsors. WNKY News 40 is always on. Visit WNKY.com for your latest in local news, sports, and weather.
Whoa! Big news! DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to Kentucky. You'll be so dialed into every play that you forget to eat your wings. You made my wings cold, DraftKings. Flailing your arms like you can disrupt the free throw. Miss, fool! And a home run will have you crying like it's the birth of your child. I'm so happy.
DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to Kentucky. New customers, download the app now to get $200 in bonus bets when we go live. Because life's more fun when you're in on the action. The crown is yours.
Yeah.
Welcome back to News 40 Sunrise, and as always, thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:51 a.m. I'm Tommy Modesto. The historic Shake Rag District in downtown Bowling Green has many stories of black heritage in southern Kentucky. The George Washington Carver Center on State Street was founded by a club of many Shake Rag members in 1946 and is now home to artifacts and programming. News 40's Celia Butler tells us more in this week's Throwback Thursday.
Over the past month, we shared a couple stories about the old Southern Queen Hotel in downtown Bowling Green's historic Shake Rag District. This area of town was once designated a black neighborhood during the time of segregation and Jim Crow. Some items the city found inside the old Southern Queen were relics from the George Washington Carver Center. Some of the neighborhood's most prominent members formed the George Washington Carver Club in 1946, and the center itself came to life 4 years later in 1950. Back in 1946, Shake Rag neighbors Mrs. Ora Porter and Coley Hutcherson founded the George Washington Carver Club. The founding group used the famous African-American scientist, environmentalist, humanitarian, and inventor's name as inspiration for its mission. The mission was to promote and foster goodwill amongst its people, to encourage programs that raised the standards of civic morality, heritage, and community welfare, to engage in activities that fostered good citizenship in its youth, and to furnish recreational and social facilities for the community. When the club first started, there were monthly meetings hosted at the homes of the founding members. Each meeting had refreshments and a speaker encouraging cultivating the minds of their youth, a safe haven away from the pressure of discrimination and segregation. Other members included Ashulia Williams, Mabel Moore, Annie Beckett, Dolores Moses, Teresa Boyd, Nobi Temple, Alroma Nichols, Beatty Denning, Margie Bothick, and Hortense Arbaugh. In 1950, with help of other community groups, the George Washington Carver Center was established on the corner of Center and 2nd Streets. The building became a community gathering place and served as a Black after-school program home, too. In the late 1980s, because of urban renewal, the Carver Center building was moved to its current location on State Street, across from the old State Street High Gym and the old Southern Queen Hotel. The Carver Center is a nonprofit that tells Shake Rag stories and hosts programs with its artifacts and displays from Bowling Green's Black history. The center hosts an annual pecan sale fundraiser every fall, is open for rent and events, and is open to showcase its displays on 1st and 3rd Fridays of the month from noon till 4 p.m. Find out more at the George Washington Carver Center site, and the center will host the October 11th downtown meetup from 3 to 4 p.m. A free monthly event put on by the city designed to share downtown event news, businesses, and act as a public forum for downtown planning. That's it for this week, brought to you by Hart County Tourism and the Kentucky Museum. In Bowling Green, because local matters, Talia Butler, WNKY News 40.
It's time now for a quick check of your forecast weather on the 4s to get you out the door. Brought to you by Deborah Bros, attorneys at law. We take a live look at Bowling Green Ballpark. And this morning, we've got some clouds that are in the mix, but otherwise, it's mostly clear out there. It's going to be another nice day. It's a crisp, cool morning to start off, though, with those temperatures running somewhere into the upper 40s and low 50s. So you definitely may need that light jacket as you're heading out and about to work or school. This afternoon, though, it's going to be a different story as temperatures will warm up to right around 80 degrees. And I am tracking a blast of sunshine. We're going to be somewhere around the middle 70s by mid to late morning, and then approaching right around 80 degrees as we go throughout this afternoon. It's going to look nice. It's going to feel nice. It's going to be a fantastic day. If you have any outdoor errands to attend to, maybe doing some yard work, it's going to be nice for that. Or maybe you just want to be outside taking a stroll around the park. It is just going to be, all in all, a fantastic weather day. So it's looking pretty nice. We're going to be wrapping up News 40 Sunrise, and I'll have your 7-day forecast coming up as we're wrapping up the show. Don't go anywhere.
Have big dreams for your space? When looking for home decor ideas, you want BG Home Furnishings.
BG Home Furnishings designers are here to bring your dream home to life with one-on-one design help. Personalized advice from the best has never been this easy, accessible, and valuable. The BG at Home team handpicks from over 100 brands to create a selection of furniture and home decor that is tailored to your style.
Call us today to set up your free in-home design consultation.
Whoa! Big news! DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to Kentucky. You'll be so dialed into every play that you forget to eat your wings. You made my wings cold, DraftKings. Flailing your arms like you can disrupt the free throw. Miss, fool! And a home run will have you crying like it's the birth of your child. I'm so happy.
DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to Kentucky. New customers, download the app now to get 200 in bonus bets when we go live. Because life's more fun when you're in on the action. The crown is yours.
Yeah.
Everyone loves more of a good thing.
And more.
And Miss Moore was no different. As her name suggested, she loved more.
More?
So when Miss Moore was injured, she called Morgan & Morgan. With more lawyers, more offices, and more than $15 billion recovered, she didn't have to ask for more anymore. When you're injured, you deserve more.
One more?
Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
It's time to tighten up, South Central Kentucky.
WNKY is your official home for the Tennessee Titans.
Watch our games plus the Coach Mike Vrabel Show and Titans All Access.
Only on WNKY News 40 because local matters.
The competition is on.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy? Weeknights at 6 on NBC 40. WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
So, Tommy, you were just telling me Mount Kilauea is erupting.
Yeah, it's currently erupting, and right now, situation is under control. But we do get some stunning images
look at that.
from the crater, which I believe is called Halemaumau. I could be completely mispronouncing
Sounds
that.
like a
I'm
fun
sorry
name
if
to
I
say,
am,
though.
but yeah, these are some stunning photos and videos.
No kidding.
From
look at that.
From Mount Kilauea right now, and
in Hawaii.
Yeah, and I mean, you really got to think about everything that's going on. And
that's what I was just thinking about, like the wildfires that they just
happened,
dealt with.
and now this eruption's going on. Luckily, officials say that, it's under control. They're taking precautions right now, so some evacuations have happened just to make sure no one gets hurt. But, I mean, I feel like Hawaii just cannot catch a break right now.
No present and immediate danger, but still something to keep an eye on.
I mean, I can't think of an individual that says, you know what, I could really go for a volcanic eruption today. I can't think about that.
Yeah.
So.
And something that obviously we don't think about here
No,
in
we don't.
the continental.
We don't really.
Well, I guess I shouldn't say that in the
much.
continental. There is a volcano in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, but there's
not
no
here in
volcano
Kentucky.
here in Kentucky, so we don't think about volcanoes.
It actually inspired me to look up if we did have a volcano in Kentucky, and Sugarloaf Mountain was thought to be a volcano.
No kidding.
But it's not a volcano. I don't believe it is. I think it was mistaken as one, but it's
fascinating.
not. We don't have one here.
However,
Luckily,
we
so
do
we're
sit
safe.
on New Madrid Fault.
We do.
We do have
that. So we
So
are at risk for
earthquakes do
earthquakes.
happen.
Yes.
So anyway, what other things that are happening in our world today is that we are expecting some nice weather. Temperatures right around 80 degrees this afternoon with lots of sunshine. And as we go for the weekend, it should be dry for the most part. There could be a stray shower chance here or there, but otherwise it's mostly dry over the next stretch of days. Morning temperatures right around 50 degrees over the next few mornings, and so it'll be a little chilly out there.
All right, thank you, Darius, and thank you all for joining us this Thursday morning. We look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow to kick off your weekend at 6 a.m. But for now, stick around because your network news